Okay, in this video I'm talking about how to do a spin. So when I let go of the mouse, see how the orb is spinning around and it's shooting out this bright light, but it's spinning around. And I've talked about spinning before, but this is another way of doing a spin using code, and it's a lot more simpler. Let me show you. So in the orb here, got a create, made the depth at -10, add a coded sheet from the code tab here, control tab, and it says this: SP equals I random underscore range 10 through comma 25. So you could change these numbers here. If you change it to a lower number when it first starts, like a 2, and make this maybe, I don't know, 15, then we'll see what happens here. It spins a lot slower, so you can start seeing it. It's starting to spin a lot slower. So you just have to change those numbers to get it to what you like. Between those two numbers there, just change it. Then you change it to a higher number, then it's going to go faster. Change it to a lower number, it's going to go slower. Alright, then you have a step event, another coded sheet from the control tab, and you say image underscore angle plus equals SP, semicolon. That's it. And there's only one image in here. Got a modified mask. It's just the circle there, the eclipse. Alpha 152. So actually there is some animation here, but it's just blinking. It's not doing any spin. There's no spinning here happening. It just have it blink. If I had it spinning, you could go to animation and then go to you could go to grow, flatten, shrink, or you could do the rotation here, clockwise or counterclockwise. But that will make your image. You will have a lot more images, and it will spin. But you might also have to enlarge these boxes too to allow the spin. And it just takes up more space, so it's just better to use code. And I have it set to 68 by 68 centered. And it moves a lot faster. It takes up less space when you're on your phone or your PC, so it's best to do it through code. And it's a lot quicker too, a lot easier to manage by just changing the numbers to make it go faster or slower, versus adding more images to animate it to circle around or take away stuff, take away images to make it go faster. It's a lot easier just to use it by code. So that's how you pretty much do a spin here using GameMaker Studios. You can also do it the other way I talked about with using the mouse, but it's just another way of doing a spin. And one other thing I'll talk about is a shortcut. You could click on this image here, go to COLOUR, color. I'm not sure why they name it that way. Click on this, and you could change it to a color here, and then it'll animate that. It'll spin around. See? So that's the easy way to change a color. You could have another. I scaled this out too, by the way. GameMaker Studios allows you to scale, so you can scale it. And that's pretty much it. I did have another spin here. Let me just show you real quick. Yeah, I had these spikes here. and it's the same concept. I did spin at -10, -30, and the step event I did. Well, this didn't change. Image underscore angle plus equals SP. That doesn't change. I just changed it in the create, and then so -10, -30, and then I have it going up at a speed of 8. Depth -10, and then outside room at event this triangle other here, go to outside room, and then when it goes outside the room, when this ball spike goes outside the room here, it's going to go back down this direction. Goes down this direction here, it's going to bounce back and go this direction. So every time it goes outside the room, it's going to go the opposite way. And so the second spike is going to go the other direction at 5 speed, and then with its spin I have it same thing, -10, -30, step event same, and then outside room is going to go the other direction, reverse from the move tab. And like I said, you could change the color here by just going into the color there and changing it to a color. Make it real easy. Don't have to go into Photoshop or any other program to change the color and import it back in. This is a lot easier and faster. Takes up less space. Like I said, you could do different things with it. I could just keep it at nothing. To keep spinning. You could also, if you wanted to, you could add a timer in there for it to spin and then stop, pretty much. So probably could have this at 0. And it won't spin anymore. Nope, see, it don't spin. And then you could basically do a timer in here. Let me see, copy, paste, change these numbers here to -10, and then I could do a let me just see what this happens here. So you have it not moving at first, and then you have it going. And then you could have it stop again too. Probably just want to see what happens here. I'm not sure. You could have it spin and stop spinning. So alarm, take this out, cut that out, and it spins, and then one, not spin, make that go back to 0. see how you can manipulate it. So basically, when it first starts out, it's not moving at all. It's at 0, 0, and then direction not moving, spin 0, because I'm not having to go up and down, make it at 0 speed. Then I add alarm in there, main 2 tab. After 10 milliseconds, alarm 0 is going to kick in, and then that's going to say, then it's going to move at -10, -10. Then alarm 1 is going to kick in after 10 milliseconds, and then it's going to stop again. Then it's going to go back to, and then it's going to repeat the process. It's going back to alarm 0. So alarm 0 is going to move again. So that's what's happening here. And I talked about that when I was talking about the axis swinging back and forth, using alarms to make it move and repeat. And that's pretty much it. And I will add this to YouTube. You guys can download this tutorial here. Thanks for watching.